no overnight stays. Smoking! Who's round here this time in the morning? Oh, off on a solo camp tonight. Oh yes. Come on, get to 60. Come on, we can do it. Oh no. Do you ever get that feeling when you've got a camper, whether it be a car, a van, camper van or motorhome, where you just get the urge to get away for the night? Just for a night, just to get out in the van and cook up some food and have a bit of solace and serenity. Well, that night is tonight for me. I had the urge this morning. I was cleaning out the van from the last trip in the Peak District with Steve, and I just got that feeling of when I saw the bed with the pillows on it, I need to get out in the van tonight. So that's what we're doing. We're heading to an old spot that I've been to before. Only once before, mind, because last time I was there, I didn't have the best of camping experiences, but the location itself is absolutely gorgeous. Tonight, we're heading to Lake Vyrnwy. The last time I was there was in my car camper, the Renault Grand Scenic for those long-standing viewers. And unfortunately, I had what I believe to be a park ranger scoping around the vehicle at early hours in the morning, and I didn't get the best night's sleep. But we're not going in the height of summer this time. We are just about at the tail end of winter. Temperatures tonight are supposed to be touching freezing. So I thought, who's going to be camping tonight? And more importantly, what kind of park ranger is going to be spending the early hours of their Sunday morning, today being Saturday, scoping around the lake edge, trying to find people camping in sub-zero temperatures. So I think we've got a good chance tonight to get away with a sneaky stealth camp and rob the hotels of a little bit of money. In particular, Lake Vyrnwy Hotel, who charges £200 odd for a night at their hotel. So we're going to see if we can get a nice little spot with the diesel heater on, cook up some lovely food, some butcher's food. First stop today's Welsh Pool, so we're going to see if we can just get some nice grub, get a nice spot to cook by the lakeside and have a nice quiet night, hopefully without being disturbed. Fingers crossed, he says. Now, I'm going to try and be a little bit cheeky here, because I know parking in the centre of Welsh Pool can sometimes be an absolute nightmare. Now, I think, if anyone's from Welsh Pool watching this video, that this is a relatively new Aldi. So, we're going to do a little bit of essential shopping here, and then we'll use this parking spot to go for a little wander into Welsh Pool town centre, see if we can find a nice little butcher's and get some fresh bacon and sausages. But first, we've got some essentials to pick up from here, and then we'll get the rest of our ingredients for tonight's camp. But powering tonight's camp, and I wanted to give you guys a proper update on this, seeing as I've had it over 12 months now, the EcoFlow Delta 2 Max. I've been using this power station now for well over 12 months in multiple different camping scenarios, multiple different temperatures. We've cooked on the air fryer, we've done the induction hob, we've done the kettle, we've charged all kit with it. It's been an absolute lifesaver on some of my camps, and I wouldn't have been able to do half what I've done without this. You got 4 USB ports on the front, including 2 fast charge, 2 100 watt USB-C outlets, and at the back, which was where the real party piece is, you've got your 4 AC outlets with a combined output of 2,400 watts. I could run the air fryer, kettle, induction hob, and charge all my batteries, probably including my phone as well, at the same time on this bad boy. And I've got all my charging inputs just there as well. Solar, AC, and I can also use the 12 volt socket on the van as well. So we're going to be putting this through its paces later on. We're going to be using the induction hob, the air fryer, and I'm also thinking of cooking up a nice bit of breakfast tomorrow morning as well in the air fryer. I think maybe a chicken stir fry, possibly, Aldi special for tonight's dinner will do us just nicely. I'll show you what it's really capable of later on, but for now, I'll leave a link below where EcoFlow are currently holding one of their biggest annual sales. Go and get some money off the brand new Delta 2 Max and power your camps to a new level. But right now, let's go get some ingredients from Aldi, shall we? Okay, we got our supplies. So for tonight's dinner, I've spotted something that I haven't seen in Aldi before. Teriyaki beef stir fry. I've had the chicken before, never had the beef. That's going to be a little mix-up tonight. I'm looking forward to that. And to accompany my meal, I've got 12 frozen mini duck spring rolls that will bung in the air fryer as well. That is going to be absolutely delicious. And then of course, due to the time of year, I've got myself a big Yorkie Easter egg to munch all alone tonight and devour that. Who remembers the old marketing for Yorkie with the circle with a particular figure with a cross in it? I won't say it now, it's not PC to say it anymore, is it? But it wasn't for a certain particular person. Canal centre. That's one thing I didn't think Welshpool had, was a canal. Just been walking down the side of Tesco, trying to get into the town centre. And there's a canal route. How cool's that? I don't think this way is going to get us into the town centre though, but when I saw that sign I thought we have to just poke our head down and have a little look here. That is so cool. Right, we need to find the town clock, according to a local. So let's get back on the main path, back into the town centre. I just thought I'd show you a little look at the canal there. I've never seen the Welshpool Canal before, so that's the first time for me looking at it. I'll tell you something else as well. It's bloody windy today. Did try and get the drone up as we were driving down here from Shrewsbury. No chance. It was flying away very quickly, so had to ground it quite quick. Don't think there'll be much drone footage on this adventure. Well, it's been a while since I've been here. Last time I was here, I was with the family on the way to Powys Castle, taking advantage of our National Trust memberships, and we stopped at fish and chip shop called Andrew's Fish and Chips, or Fish and Chip Shop or something. See if we can get a light bit of lunch there today. Can't resist a bit of fish and chips. And then we'll save the dinner later on for when we're at Lake Vyrnwy. But this is a little look at the high street in Welshpool. Got what looks like the town clock there ahead of us. If anyone's got any history on Welshpool, leave a comment below. We're looking for a place called Lloyd's Butchers, or Ricky Lloyd, I think. Welshpool Jewellers. Ah, here we go. Now that is a standout Butchers if I've ever seen one. Ricky Lloyd. Okay. How are you, buddy? You alright? I'm good, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Can I have your recommendation?
Yeah, of course you can.
What is the best sausages and bacon that you do? What would you have from here?
Me, I'd have the thick sausages, and
Yeah.
me personally, I'd go for the dry cured bacon. Beautiful.
Okay. I'll go for 2 slices of bacon and 2 sausages, please, mate.
No problem, mate.
What's on here? Minted Welsh lamb. Oh my goodness. Tell you something, out of all the butchers I've been to over the years, this has got to be the one place that has the most variety. You've got kebabs up here. Look at that though. Sticky barbecue, tangy sweet chilli. Everything that you'd want from a butcher's.
Would you like a bit of Scotch egg?
I would like a bit of Scotch egg. You offer me Scotch egg, mate, and I'll have it every time.
Make it up yourself.
Tell me about it. What is this Scotch egg? Is it?
That one is, which one is it?
That one's a
Sweet chili.
bacon, sweet chili.
Bacon and sweet chili.
That's delicious. I'll have one more. All right.
man.
Cheers, buddy. Thank you.
Oh.
That's what you need. Now, can I get a slither of fish and chips in me as well? What's that? Ricky Lloyd's award-winning butchers in Welshpool, and they give you a complimentary Scotch egg. So we got some dry cured bacon. Apologies for me to my mouth open. Hang on. So we got some dry cured bacon and some thick pork sausages to have for tomorrow's breakfast. Quite reasonably priced, really. £3 something, I think, for the bacon and sausages. Didn't get a lot of it, but I'm sure that's going to be a lot better than Aldi sausages and bacon, although they are good. I think sometimes when you come to these places, it's just nice to get a taste of the local produce. Right, this is the place I came to last time. Andrew's Fish Bar. I think a small portion of chips will do me, as soon as I add the Scotch egg. Hello, UK. Can I just get a small portion of chips, please? Yes, please. That's great. How much do I get? Brilliant. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, yes. There we are. Sun shining. We've got chips with a bit of salt and vinegar. We've got some dry cured bacon and sausages. With a bit of Scotch egg. Oh, I don't know if you guys have noticed if I've perked up since the food started happening, but yeah. And if you're ever popping through Welsh Pool, Andrew's Fish Bar, I think it's called, at the top there, do a great fish cake as well. It's not your usual fish cake that you have from a chippy, should we say. You know, the ones that get delivered everywhere. Just your generic kind of fish cake. That golden breadcrumb one. It's not that. Homemade fish cakes. Delicious. In fact, I think nice little perch on the bench, watching the wheel go by, will do me just nicely. Right, I'll save a few of them for later. Let's head back to the van. Let's get on our way to Lake Vyrnwy. R.I.P. chips. They never made it to the van, bless them. Right, we're back in the car park. Bit of free parking underneath our belts, and we're going to head off to Lake Vyrnwy now. Get these sausages and bacon in the fridge. Well, the sunshine has decided to go away. I think we might be in for a bit of a stormy night tonight. Look at that. Feels good to be back. Right, it says main car park in front of us. Well, we don't want that, because I'm going to hazard a guess that the main car park you've got to pay for. First potential spot of the evening. A little bit muddy. Let's have a look elsewhere. There's another van here. Let's poke our heads out for 30 seconds. Got a couple of blokes down there in some, what do they call it, life jackets, going out on a boat, I think. Let's keep the engine running for a bit. Have a quick look what it says down here. Right, let's see what the signs say, while trying to be a little bit inconspicuous. Well, although that is the boathouse, there's no signs around here saying that the parking is for the boathouse only, so I think this would be a decent spot for later. Okay, spot number 1 earmarked. Let's take a further drive up and then see if there's anything else a bit more appealing, but this would do just nicely. There's a camper right there as well, with an awning on the side. So if they're staying here tonight, then we're staying here tonight. Still early in the day yet, so we've got plenty of time to pick our spot. Hopefully not too late though, before someone else nabs it. This is spot number 1. Let's go and check out what else there is around the lakeside. Okay. Look at that. Don't really need to say much here, do I? God, if we can get away with this. I suppose you could technically say that we got away with it last time in the car, because although I got the knock, I stuck around until morning. Didn't get the best night's sleep. I'll be a lot more comfortable inside the van, that's for sure. We're on perfectly level ground. We've got a lovely view to open our side door to in the morning, or even to give it a crack of an open later on as we cook dinner. I know there's a bloke in a car just there, so I don't really want to walk past him while I've got camera in hand. So I'll put you guys down for a minute and let's have a quick look at this sign, shall we? Right, what does this say? Lockwood Do Picnic Area, or Picnic Project. Brilliant basics funded by the Welsh Government. Nothing about no overnight parking or camping. This can't be as good as what I think it might be. Well, that's all in Welsh. Here we go. Okay. No barbecues or fires yet, not intending to. Okay, okay, we're good so far. Okay, another sign here. Okay. Okay, okay. No caravans, I haven't got a caravan. Okay. No overnight stays. What a shame. It was too good to be true. We'd nearly done it. We got to the last sign, and right there at the bottom, no overnight stays. Drones are not permitted to be used on or over the Lake Vyrnwy unless specific permission has been granted by Hafren de Ferrier. Well, I've had the drone over here before. I think if the wind dies down, there might be a chance that I get the drone over it again. But what an absolutely lovely little spot to spend the night, and I will be trying it tonight. Because this spot's too good. And I can't imagine it being policed this time of year. As of filming this, we're at the end of March. Temperatures are cold. The hand that I'm holding this selfie stick right now is about to fall off. And that'll be our little spot tonight. Yeah, this is going to be our spot for the evening. I've decided. There's going to be signs all around the lakeside saying that. What's the worst that could happen? I get a knock. I've had a knock before here. I can live with that. No. This is our spot for the evening. Oh, definitely going to be a diesel heater night tonight. Oh, it's cold out there. What are we on now? 8 degrees. Okay, we can survive with 8 degrees. Oh. Okay, right then, let's start getting everything ready for tonight's dinner. We've got our air fryer, which is going to be used to cook the duck spring rolls. And we've got the beef stir fry kit in the fridge there that I'll get out shortly, that I've never tried before from Aldi, so I'm looking forward to that. It's got carrots in it as well. I think I might have to cook the carrots a little bit first. Nothing worse than having a stir fry and you've got chompy carrots. And then we're also going to be using, where is it? The induction hob. That uses about 600 watts. So we're going to be using the induction hob, the air fryer, all at the same time, while plugged into the Delta 2 Max, which is currently charging my phone. Now, just before we get cracking, if you're thinking to yourself, well, I don't really go camping that often to justify spending that much money on a power unit like this. Well, I've had that for over 12 months now, and I haven't just used it on camping adventures. I've had it in the garden with the solar panel, charging up the unit. I've also used it to power some home appliances for multiple days, including my TV, which means I haven't got to run it off the house supply, which saves me money. If you can get a good few days in the UK and pop a solar panel in the back garden, you can charge this bad boy up in a matter of hours. The batteries in the Delta 2 Max are rated up to 10 years of usage and up to 3,000 charge cycles, and it just acts as a camping companion for me, where I know for a fact that when I take this on a journey, if I go on a 3-day journey, I'll take that with me, and by the time I get back I've still got 40% battery left. I haven't got to worry about, what's it, battery anxiety they call about in van life. That is such a beast of a unit that by the time I get back home I've still got battery left. So I'm just going to throw some figures at you. I can tell you all day long how much of a big battery the Delta 2 Max has got, but I'm going to put it into perspective. So you could charge your phone, your average smartphone, 143 times with the battery capacity in there. That's a lot. You could run a projector, as I have. I've had a projector in here, run off the Delta 2 Max for 25 hours. So if you wanted to watch a movie marathon in the back of your van, you can do. And recharge your cameras, as I've also done, up to 99 times. So it really is the one-stop shop for all your power needs while you're camping or while you're traveling on the road. Now, enough of the tech specs. Let's get cooking. Let's get this beef stir-fry kit and let's put it through its paces, shall we? That on. There we go. That's on. I can hear it sizzling away. What's that drawing on the Delta 2 Max? Ah, quite reasonable, just over 400 watts. Right, there's our mini duck spring rolls. Let's get them in there. Beef stir fry. Last time I had a beef stir fry, God, too long ago. That's the answer to that question. Too long ago. Press play. Okay, air fryer's on, induction hob's on, phone's charging. Currently using nearly, well, 1350 watts, 900 watts now. Run that for 2 hours. Woo! Smoking! Those duck spring rolls, my God, they look amazing. And they smell incredible. Let's have a taste of this. Ooh, I'll tell you what, in fact, let's get the door open a little bit. That beef is cooked to perfection. It's not overdone. It's cooked through the way it should be. Oh my God, that's great. Let's try a spring roll with that. Amazing view. Let's keep the heat in. Right, after cooking all that, what's the Delta 2 Max on? How much battery we got left? Plenty. 80%. Use 20% battery to cook us up a nice delicious meal. And you know what? That's quite a common occurrence on these camps. Whenever I've used the air fryer, the induction hob, or charged cameras and phones and whatnot, I've even recharged the fridge a couple of times on extra long trips if the fridge needs a bit of a boost with the battery. I've never had to worry about how much power I'm using when I take out the Delta 2 Max. It has covered all of my power needs and more. When I've got back home, I've still got nearly half the battery capacity left. It's been a really good camping companion over the last 12 months. And as I've said, I probably wouldn't be able to do half the camps that I've done without the Delta 2 Max. So I'll leave a link in the description below. As I mentioned at the start of the video, EcoFlow are currently holding one of their biggest annual sales where you can get hundreds of pounds off their power stations and solar panels. I would totally recommend going to check it out in the description. If you're looking to upgrade your power in your van, have some kind of home backup system, or just have more battery capacity to not get that battery anxiety and you haven't got to worry about what you're doing with this and what you're doing with that, if you just want to be able to use the power as and when you need to, I would definitely recommend looking at EcoFlow. I'll leave a link below, and I'm going to eat the rest of this, and I'll bring you back when the sun's starting to dip. Just like that, we're all cleaned up and put away. Pitch black outside now. Oh, I don't know if you can see anything out there. You can see some lights in the distance, but that's about it. Let's get the windows closed. I've just been chilling out for the last half hour. Diesel heater on. It's been nice reading a bit of my book. What's this one? Andy McNab, Immediate Action, £1 special from the local bookstore. Not a bad read, actually. Quite like a bit of Andy McNab. Bravo 20 and all that. Oh. Good. Well, it's been a lovely evening tonight, especially sharing it with you guys. Thank you ever so much for joining me. It's been a nice change of pace, to say the least. Oh, just to chill out in the back of the van, cook up some nice food. Oh, there's a car there. Only one more thing left to do. It's open because I already demolished the Yorkie bar inside it, but I thought I'd leave the air crack until I had you guys rolling. Here we are. Oh. Happy Easter, everyone. I'm going to get into bed, eat a bit more of my Easter egg, and I'll see you in the morning, and hopefully we can get a lovely view of that lakeside, and then try and find a nice little spot. Might even stay here maybe to cook up a nice breakfast with that cured bacon and sausages in the fridge from, what was his name? That good butcher's in Welshpool. I can't remember the name now. The famous one with the kebabs and everything. Beautiful. But from me, at the edge of Lake Vyrnwy, I'm going to try and get some kip with a beautiful lakeside view next to me, and I'll see you guys in the morning. The car's just pulled up behind me. What time is it? Quarter to 2. I didn't have a knock. Who's round here at this time in the morning? God. It's about exactly the same time as it happened last time I was here in the car. See, I only woke up to the sound of the engine noise, but I hope they haven't put anything on my car. On my van, should I say. It doesn't look like it. I'm going to assume, like last time, when I was in the car, that they're not going to come back. If anyone's familiar with Lake Vyrnwy, and you know about any kind of organisation that walks around the lake at night, doing inspections or welfare checks, whatever you want to call them, drop a comment below. Who would that have been? Anyway, for the second time tonight, good night, and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning, and what a view it is to wake up to we've got a fast moving reservoir this morning. Must be pumping a lot of water through. Well, I can safely report that I didn't get any further disturbances last night. The only person that came by was about 2 o'clock in the morning, shining a light around the vehicle. They didn't knock, thankfully. And that was it. I kind of had a pretty alright sleep after that, to be fair. I think it helped that the last time I was here in the car, the only disturbance I had was probably the same person, actually. But on that occasion they knocked on the vehicle as opposed to just shine the light around. And I knew, or at least from my previous experience, that I didn't get bothered again that night. So I just got my head down and went to sleep. But I have no idea who that would have been. Canal, no, it wouldn't be Canals Trust, would it? Severn Trent or whatever it's called round here. You just, I don't know. Unless you got your boss next to you, we've had a specific report about this particular vehicle. If it's your job to go around and check the lakeside, if you see a lone van by itself, not cause anyone any issues, why? Why would you bother it? I think there's times like that, unless you got your manager next to you, just, you know, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be. And just while we switch on the inverter to boil the kettle, this is by far my favourite feature about the EcoFlow units, is that you have a dedicated app to all of the EcoFlow products that you have to be able to control them remotely. As you can see, my double bed is currently set up. The Delta 2 Max is underneath the bed. I would be forced to put the bed away and get it back into living room mode to be able to actually switch on the inverter. But because I've got the app, I can do it all remotely. So if I click on that, click on output, we've still got 73% battery left. Click on the AC, you can hear that little beep. And now, that light should be on. Having the use of that app really puts the Delta 2 Max a step above the competition, in my opinion. Right, let's get a cup of tea on the go, and then we'll think about leaving this spot to find the perfect breakfast park up. Well, the sun's warmed us up a bit. It's a bit warmer now. Good morning. Lovely morning this morning. Nice cup of tea. Now let's go head off down the lake and try and find a nice little spot to have some breakfast, I think. I'll say goodbye to this spot. It's like a scene from a Hollywood movie, like looking at the lake and the houses across there in the distance. Absolutely gorgeous. Right, I'm hungry. Let's get a bit of this cured bacon and pork sausages in my belly down the road here. I think this looks like the perfect spot to me. Got two other people here enjoying their vans. Someone in a motorhome there, another chap in a little van there, mountain biking or whatever it could be. Oh yes. Let's get that door open. Now, I'm really disappointed about Aldi, because when I went there to try and get some wraps, the only things they had, which is going to make this breakfast a little bit challenging this morning, is these tortilla mini wraps. I was hoping for one of those big breakfast wraps that I've cooked before, but I think we have to make do with trying to squeeze as many ingredients into these little tiny things. Would you look at the size of that? There's a joke there, isn't there? But I'm not going to say it. Look at the size of that. That's silly. Okay, I think they're done. Oh my god. It's like 4 sausages in one. Jeez. Look at the size of that thing. There's definitely a bit of a different look to it. God, that is thick. Look at that. Lovely thick piece of rind there. Two-piece. Whoa. That's a different kind of smell, that. Right, we are done. Let's get that bacon on here. A little bit of char, a little bit of crisp. Now I think it would be a bit of a crime to put those bacon and sausages in this, excuse my French, crappy little wrap here. I think we'd be doing it incredible injustice if we did that. So I think I'm going to get a couple eggs in the pan, get a plate ready. We'll have sausage, bacon and eggs, and I think I've got some cheddar cheese in the fridge that we can hopefully put on top of one of these wraps, soak up all the fat, give it a bit of a fry. Some cheese fried bacon fat tortilla something on the side. That's one egg. Some barbecue grind. Right, the eggs are ready. Ready to rock and roll. Bit of cheesy flatbread to go with our brekkie. Oh my God, just slabs of pork. That is unreal. Right, let's go for a bit of bacon first. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't even put into words. Those sausages. I hope no one walks past this van. They'll be thinking it's one of them kind of parking spots. Oh yes. That'll do us. Nice bit of cheesy flatbread. Oh, what a stellar breakfast. Delicious. Thank you ever so much for joining me for this slightly more laid back solo camp. Leave a comment below, let me know what you thought. Do you like these kind of camps? I might try and get out a little bit more often, just for a night away sometimes. Cook up a nice meal in the back of the van. I think sometimes just the more simple laid back camps, for me at least, are a little bit more obtainable, especially when you just come back from a long camp like we did in the Peak District with Steve. I also want to say a big thanks to EcoFlow for not only sponsoring today's video, but for powering this camp. I'll leave a link in the description below to the Delta 2 Max. If you guys want to get yourselves a bargain, they're currently holding one of their biggest annual sales where you can get hundreds of pounds off all of their power stations, including the Delta 2 Max. But from Lake Vyrnwy, after, I would say, a successful night's camp, although we did get a little bit of disturbance at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to say goodbye. See you in the next one.